As Lebanon takes a breath of relief under an uneasy truce between Israel and Hezbollah, hopes for a ceasefire in Gaza grow dimmer. For Palestinians, the conflict feels more isolating than ever, even as the United States ramps up efforts for peace. Hatem Mohamed, a 47-year-old resident of Gaza City, expressed his frustration, saying, "Gaza is left alone. Hezbollah has its own calculations to abandon Gaza. It's not to our advantage." The truce in Lebanon has shifted focus back to Gaza, but not in a way that offers hope. Negotiations for a Gaza ceasefire have been at a standstill for months. Both Israel and Hamas hold firm on demands that leave little room for compromise. Israel insists on dismantling Hamas entirely and maintaining troops in northern Gaza, a condition Hamas rejects outright. On the other hand, Hamas demands a complete Israeli withdrawal, the release of Palestinian prisoners, and the return of displaced Gazans to their homes. Tahani Mustafa, senior Palestine analyst at the International Crisis Group, notes that both sides have mutually exclusive demands, and there's no pressure on Israel to scale back its operations. With Qatar stepping away from its mediation role, and Turkey dispelling rumors about hosting Hamas's political bureau, avenues for negotiation are shrinking. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu recently said he's open to a ceasefire at any moment, but ending the war is not an option until Hamas is dismantled. His stance has drawn attention to the conditions for hostages still held in Gaza, a key sticking point in the talks. Following the October 7th attacks, where over 250 people were taken hostage, more than 100 were released during a short-lived ceasefire. But of the 101 hostages still believed to be in Gaza, at least 34 are thought to be dead. For many in Gaza, like 26-year-old baker Jihad Abu Yasser, Hamas's tactics have been a source of frustration. He said, "We remained stubborn until half the hostages died. What are we negotiating over?" President Joe Biden has vowed to make another push for a Gaza ceasefire. Working with Turkey, Egypt, Qatar, and Israel, the Biden administration is aiming for an agreement that includes the release of hostages and an end to the war, but without Hamas remaining in power. Turkey has pledged its full support for peace talks, while Qatar and Egypt continue to explore ways to bring both sides back to the negotiating table. However, as Hamas reiterates its demands, the path to peace remains uncertain. For many in Gaza, the truce in Lebanon hasn't brought optimism. Abu Yasser summarized the sentiment of many Palestinians, saying, "For the love of God, stop the war." With no clear path forward, the humanitarian cost continues to climb. As efforts for peace persist, the question remains, how long will Gaza have to endure this conflict before a lasting solution is found? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more updates on this evolving story.